In this video, we will talk about how to create charts in Microsoft PowerPoint. We will talk about the concepts of object linking and embedding, OLE, and the differences between linking and embedding objects. We can easily apply these same skills to other applications, such as Microsoft Word. Clicking on the Insert ribbon and clicking on Chart, I can simply create a chart from within PowerPoint. If I select a chart type, such as a column chart, and click on OK, it will open Microsoft Excel and tile my windows vertically, so I have PowerPoint on one half of my screen and I have Excel on the other half. Notice that at the top of my Microsoft Excel window, it says Chart in Microsoft Office PowerPoint. I am actually editing a chart that, even though I am in the Excel application, it is not actually being saved to an Excel file, but is instead embedded inside my PowerPoint document. I will start entering some information for my chart. Notice as I add more data, it is automatically adding the data to the chart on my presentation. I will delete the categories I do not need by highlighting the cell and pressing the Delete key on my keyboard. I can select the blue border and make sure that I am only selecting the data I am interested in. Notice I have created a chart in my presentation. Once I am done entering in my information in Excel, I can just simply close out of the Excel window and I am immediately back in PowerPoint. I can click on Edit Data and easily return to Excel to manipulate my data further. I will switch my rows and columns, so I will end up with a chart that makes a little more sense. Now in PowerPoint, I can manipulate my chart using the PowerPoint chart tools without returning to Excel. I can change my chart layout and choose a different layout for my chart. I can give my chart a title. I can change my chart style, choosing different colors and backgrounds. I now have a slide that contains an embedded Excel chart. This is one way we can create charts in Excel. Let's say that we have a chart we have already created in Excel. I also have a data sheet in this Excel file that is providing the data for my chart. I can select the chart and copy it, and then paste my chart into PowerPoint. Notice that PowerPoint still knows that this is a chart, and I can edit it. When I paste something into a slide, I have the opportunity to select Paste Special. When I select Paste Special, I can choose what kind of object I am pasting into my document, such as an application object, a vector graphic such as a meta file, or a raster bitmap graphic. I can also insert my chart as an object. When I insert an object, I can create a new object such as a new Microsoft Office Excel worksheet object, or I can create an object from a file. I can browse for the file that contains my chart, and I can link my object. So if I make any changes to my chart, such as making the changes to the original file, it will update the chart in PowerPoint automatically. When I reopen my PowerPoint file, it will tell me that my PowerPoint document has links to other files. If I click on Update Links, it will grab my modifications from my original Excel file, and now I can see those new modifications within PowerPoint. As opposed to an embedded object, if I lose my original linked file, I will no longer be able to make changes to my object. Notice that if I deleted my linked file and then open PowerPoint, it says that some of my files are no longer available. My content is still here, but notice that now it is a drawing object and I can no longer manipulate this object as a chart or manipulate the underlying data. So if I use object linking, I need to make sure that I keep my linked file with my PowerPoint file if I want to make future changes to my objects.